I just got to this point where I realized how salesy the mortgage world was. And I didn't like it. You know, I'd talk to people and they tell me how they were selling this person on this or that. I'm like, yeah, but they don't need to be sold. You know, they just want to be served. And in 2017, I got to this point where I was like, you know what, screw this. If I don't think it's being done right, I'm gonna go do it myself. You know, I'll put my money where my mouth is. So in 2017, I became a mortgage advisor, really with the goal to serve, not sell, to make sure people understand how a mortgage works so they can make the most educated decision possible. And as a kind of a byproduct, but a purposeful one, to call the mortgage industry out on its BS. You know, there's so much sales and gimmicks, and I want to help people call those out. The VA side of things came from me, just like you're doing, learning as you grow, right? Mm-hmm. And I was talking to some mortgage advisors years and years ago, and I would always hear how profitable VA loans were. And I didn't understand why. I'm like, why would a loan for a veteran or a military service member make you more money than another loan? Like, I don't understand. It seems like that would be the opposite, right? And what it was is, in my experience, a VA loan, the interest rate's about 0.5% lower in most cases than a conventional loan. Mm-hmm. So what they do is they'd say, okay, we'll just make the rate 0.25% lower or 1/8% lower, and then we can keep the difference in the profit, right? I was like, wait, you guys are screwing people over. And I'm like, that's not what it's designed for. So now I don't like you guys anymore. And I'm gonna go do it myself and do it the right way. And then on the real estate side, there's just a level of ignorance about how VA loans work. And it's an old school mentality. When I say ignorance, it just means a lack of understanding. You know, like I think that might actually be the definition of ignorance, is lack of understanding. And so what would happen with realtors is they'd say, oh, we won't take a VA loan. We don't want to look at a VA loan. It's like, well, why? It's like, oh, my client doesn't want them. How many homes has your client sold? 1, 2? How do they know how a VA loan works? You don't like how it works, but you don't understand. So let me just walk you through it.